Well, I'll tell you guys right now. It's probably Mechanist, Vindicator, Spectre, and probably some Harbinger in there. And then, you know, Grenade Hollow, Power Herald, Support Guardian. Yo, these guys accepting the queue or what? I'm gonna go somewhere else then. Bladesworn might be used too, yeah. I would like to see some Bladesworn. It's very tanky as a side noter though, so it could be contributing to the tanky bunker comps. So what do we got here? Willbender. Wait, what the? Signet Willbender? Exodia Willbender versus Mechanist. Bunker Mechanist. Well, you know, that's not going to go too well for this guy. He's using Signet of Mercy active in a 1v1. Well, you know, maybe this is not the game to watch. Maybe not. So how you guys doing over here? Alright. Take two. Let's go. So we got a Herald, Deadeye, Mechanist, Daredevil, Core Necro, Herald, and a Mechanist. So you're starting to see the Mechanists are popping up because Mechanist is the premier duelist. Though I would argue that there are better duelists that provide more in team fights because the mech would die in team fights. So I would think that well, would a Bladesworn might be a better duelist. The Bladesworn can like delete the mech, I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah, the mech is pretty tanky. When you're running the right build, it's pretty tanky. So arguably the Mechanist is a better 1v1 against the Bladesworn, but the Bladesworn does way more in team fights. We've got a Deadeye. So both sides have a Core Guardian. That's their support. They have Roamer on both sides as a Thief, but one has a Daredevil, one has a Deadeye. Both are using a Duelist mech and a Roamer / DPS Herald. And both have a Core Necro, so very even comps, very mirror match comps, except for the Thieves are using different specializations. And this is a very one-shotty looking Deadeye here. He's got, well, Shadow Arts. Okay. Shadow Arts, that's interesting. Well, it could work. So we've got team fights going over here. And then some sort of 2v1. Well, yeah, they're leaving their Mechanist to get 2v1 here, which is probably fine since he's already given up the node. And the team fight, though, we've got... Doesn't look like a specific target is being focused. The Core Necro is going to kite up the... It's a 3v... Is that a 3v4? Yeah. So while they were 2v1ing over here, they were getting 4v3'd on mid. The Thief is looking for the decap here after that, but the Daredevil is chasing. Just got the Bassy Venom up. The Deadeye's not a lot of cooldowns here. Able to make it out though, because Shadow out. Alright, so blue's gonna regroup and push in here. Core Necro is a little bit pushed off to the side. They are able to go in Shroud, but they can't be healed while they're in Shroud, so this isn't gonna be a good situation for them to be pushing into, because they need to get healed first. A little bit of healing given out, but yeah, they Use their dodges maybe if they want to heal them. So the mech's holding side, and they're all just going to come into mid and do a 5v5, it looks like. They do get the... oh, they get a couple downs on red. Yeah, because the Mechanist was a little bit late into the 5v5 here. They were 5v4ing for a bit of time. So they're going to get those kills there. And conveniently, the bell is coming up for them. So they probably want to... they're not going to bleed these. They're going to just cleave them out. Which is probably not that big of a deal because they'll already have enough momentum that the red team can't even push into the bell. Probably. Because, yeah, they're pushing into the node. So they've got to deal with the Mechanist before they can even get to the bell. So it's going to be probably a free bell for blue. But we'll see. It's up now. Blue might go in to contest it. But they're deciding not to. They're deciding to give it up, which is a good idea because, you know, you don't want as your support to go contest the bell. Necro's really low here. Can't heal them while they're in Shroud though, so, and this is really unfortunate because he just uses Staff 4 and the Necro just left Shroud. So Necro's not going to get any heal, but the res is going to be good with the Signet of Mercy. They're still getting, you know, really heavily pressured. Their entire team is on top of them. They need peels, but yeah, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. They are going for the res. They've got stability and protection on the body, but yeah, they're going to have plenty of cleave there. And they lose 2 other players. So blue is probably going to take the 3 cap here. At this point, probably the win, but we'll see where the red team regroups and see if they can... yeah, the Mechanist is doing good trying to split their team after losing a team fight, but they're going to be taking a Deadeye in a 1v1 and probably get +1. Well, no, the Herald is sticking on the red team's Guardian. Good to get that kill probably, because when you take out the support, you're taking out a lot of their... pretty much their team, because they can't team fight. They can't do anything without the support. It's like a 2v2 this year, which is probably a good 2v2 for the mech and the Daredevil, but the mech's already really pressured, so they're gonna have to keep kiting. The Deadeye is not really in position, but now they're coming back. Good line of sighting here. It's pretty easy to counterplay a Deadeye with just line of sight, so they're doing a good job in this 2v2. The Daredevil's going to aggress. Probably onto the Deadeye. But the thing is, it's a Shadow Arts Deadeye. Kind of annoying. They actually get taken out by the 2 spam there. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Daredevil got caught out by the Herald and the Deadeye at the same time. Did I say Daredevil? Over on this side of the map, the team fight is not going well for red team either. They haven't really decapped any nodes due to purely pressuring them off. Yeah, this is looking like a pretty tanky meta. You know, it's Core Necro, DPS, Power Herald, pretty safe when it's got support. Got your core guards, very... I mean, I think that the meta is probably different than this. It's just that, you know, they're not using any of the new specs. It's just probably because they're not comfortable with them. And then Mechanist, which is the only new spec being used here, it doesn't take a lot to be comfortable on that. So that's probably why we're not seeing too much difference in the comps. But this is a 5v5, and they've actually got one of the blue players down. The Deadeye's been taken out. So this is red team's chance to win something, and it's only a 1 cap for blue over here. So they can afford to give them a 1 cap if they can get the... well, blue just capped the bell because red was a little bit too aggressive off the node, it looks like. They get taken out in the end as well, even though they were outnumbering them for a little while there. So yeah, it's not gonna be good for blue or for red. They're gonna probably lose this one. 2 bells, you know, if they want to come back at this point, they have to get bell number 3 and bell number 4, which is only 50 points. So they need it. Yeah, it's pretty much impossible to win. So with that being said, we'll go to the next match until this round ends. But I think this is the last match in the round anyways, because they went in so late. This one is pretty even as well. Weaver, Spectre, and a Hollow. They almost was that an overheat or was that the UI? So we were seeing some Nade Hollows. Well, you know, Nade Hollow is pretty good. Let's just be honest. Being able to zoom around the map and be immune to immobilize and other conditions that slow you down and having perma super speed is pretty good. Core guards on both sides as well. We're seeing some Spectre. And the Weaver is running probably just Fire Weaver. Same old Fire Weaver. So as I have foretold, Spectres, Mechanists, Harbinger, and oh, this is a Death Magic Harbinger. And probably some Vindicators. Well, yeah, they're probably going to run Herald instead of Vindicator. We'll see, though. Haven't really played PvP too much since the Herald or the Vindicator nerf, so I don't really know. Are there a power build? I guess that makes sense. I mean, it's a Condi. It's a trait that triggers on Condis, but it doesn't have anything to do with Condi synergy. So as long, I mean, you're just doing Condis no matter what when you're doing damage as a Harbinger, so that makes sense, right? Interesting. Looks like blue team is. I didn't really. Not really gonna analyze this match too much because I've already come in halfway, but it does look like the blue team is gonna win at this point. Got a Daredevil as well. Daredevil rune. Alright, is that the end of the round? It's not. We got a couple more here. Core Necros. Got a Bladesworn here. Axe Pistol. That's the big deeps. Pretty standard build though. Alright, we're in the next round. So those of you who don't know, this is the Swiss rounds. I'll tell you when it's no longer Swiss, because there will be only 4 teams left. Or four groups of teams, or 4 matches left. But as far as the rounds go, it's called Swiss right now. Swiss means if you lose, you're not out. It's more based on your win ratio. So if you lose 1 match, you're 0-1. If you win 1 match, you're 1-0. You go against other teams that are 1-0 when you're 1-0. And then, you know, it gets you better matchmaking the further you go into the brackets. Because you go against players with similar win ratios. And then eventually it'll eliminate people with the lowest win ratios, and then it'll do a elimination round, which is just, if you lose, you're out. What is this? Huh. We do have a Vindicator here instead of Herald. Double Spectre. Tempest support. You like to see that. Mechanist on both sides. Yeah, you can only spectate if you're a partner. Okay, so yeah, Spectres, Mechanists. He's actually swapped. Okay, so he swapped to Herald. No longer Vindicator. And we've got Core Necros on both sides. Let's check out the builds. I don't know about that one. Oh. So the Spectres have started using Signet of Infiltration. Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense now. Looks like they're really pressuring the Spectre. Thing is with Spectre, if you don't have Shroud, you're pretty much dead. But even when you're in Shroud, you can't really peel for yourself too hard. You can just counter pressure. Yeah, the Sword 3 there got mitigated by the fact that there's other people nearby. Still going for the kill on this Spectre. They don't have a lot of disengage, right? With the Signet of Infiltration, you're porting towards enemies, right? So they're just kind of staying in this fight, getting supported. Ooh, good Sword 4 there. We're gonna knock it. The res has not gone out. They had to delay it because of the knock. They got interrupted, it looks like, but no, they actually didn't get interrupted in time. They got the res. The Spectre Steel did come out, but it was a little bit late. All the virtues being used there, but yeah, there's like a 5v4 here. Or no, it's actually a 4v4. Yeah, there's just two mechanists fighting over here. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's a lot of fun having the mechanists over there. Let's go check this out. Just spamming mortar on each other. Yeah. Yeah. So what do we have here? So yeah, red won that fight. They're gonna push into mid, but they didn't really get the full cap on mid. Blue's already got the full cap. They're not doing too bad. I mean, they're in the lead right now, even though they just lost that fight. Spectre's out of cooldowns here. They gotta be careful. They're going in. Ooh, what was that pull? What actually does that? Oh, that was the Tempest. Yeah, the Tempest. They're using Earth Shield. That was a massive pull there. I think that pretty much won the team fight there. Now, they're watching for the decap here, but no one's really going for it. They're just taking it looks like they're taking a safe little stroll back towards their home node to watch, but they've over-invested in far, it looks like. So this might be bad. Even though they've won the team fight, they kind of over-invested at far. Could get a res by their team here. No, the mech is cleaving hard. Well, now without their support for another, 20 to 30 seconds, blue team can really push back onto the map. Red's still trying to contest, though. They've got Spectre and Core Necro. That's tanky enough. And if you see their team, blue team only really has Spectre and Core Necro damage, right? You need the Herald to really push through the kills. Blue actually gets taken out from that 3v3, even though red didn't have support there. And now they do have support, so it's pretty evened up. It just feels like red is just winning the fights. Well goes down there, but they still get the res. They're actually gonna get it down on the Herald. Can they go for the res? Res is not up, and they actually die going for the cleave. So now red's gonna go for a disengage here. But yeah, they're in a pretty bad spot. They don't have many cooldowns. They can get the port there. That's a good target from their teammate there. Yeah, blue's gonna get the map off of this. The unfortunate thing is that when red was winning their nodes, or their fights, they weren't really capping the nodes. Now when blue has finally won the fight, they've got a 3 cap. So that's just, it's pure rotations there. I mean, you saw when red was winning the fight over there, they didn't push out of their home fast enough, and they didn't get as much of an advantage out of their won fights. And yeah, it just didn't work out so well. It was just bad coordination, I think. Some were pushing it into far, and some were just kind of watching home. I think it was a little bit of a bad coordination, even though they're winning. They had good coordination on their kills, maybe not on the rotations though. But they're regrouped now and taking another fight. They've got it down already as well. So it looks like the CC of the Tempest is really just nuking targets in these fights. I mean, the counter to Spectre is CC. So it's doing them pretty well here. They do get the revive on one of their players here, the blue team, but it's still a 4v3. They're going to take out the Core Necro on the node there. The Signet res is up from the Guardian. They're going to try to prevent it. Yeah, they're not going for the Signet res. They're going to leave their teammate to hold the node there. It is owned by blue, so if they're doing a really greedy play here, but it's actually going to work out for them because they're kind of tanky here with Spectre and support, where they're just trading aggro who has aggro on the node because they have the full cap, so they can just stall and get some free points. And that's why they've got such a heavy lead here, because purely, they have good node decision making. It's not just rotations between who goes where, but who stands on the node at what time, and do they stand on the node, period. Which makes a difference in points. Even though you're losing fights, you can still be winning the game. So now there's going to be a 5v5 at mid. Even the mechanists have decided that they no longer want to be, spamming mortar autos on node against each other. They want to be in the action. So this is, well, one of the mechanists says, actually, you know what? I kind of want to win. So he's going to go to the side node. Gets the decap, which is pretty bad for red because now they don't get to fight on a node that they already own. Yeah, so it's just looking like blue's gonna take the lead here pretty heavily. Yeah, and at this point, with the Tempest taken out, the rest of their team is gonna crumble. But look at this. Mechanist gameplay. They also have, I don't know about seal area here. Oh, he's playing Condi. Okay. Yeah, so they have a Condi and a Power Spectre. It's a lot of chill. Yeah, blue. I mean, at this point, blue is pretty much going to win, even if they lose this fight, because the match has 5 minutes left. They have to really mess up to lose. So they're just trying to play safe, I believe. Not trying to win any fights, just trying to survive. Yeah, and if they let their Necro die here, that's completely fine. They can go for the Signet Res. They actually get it. Yeah, because there's... I mean, they have Spectre to steal, but maybe they weren't saving it. Gotta save that steal. It's a what is it, 16-second cooldown? No, this is not why Mark was cut from Team USA. You can just chill. Don't try and judge players who are playing at a higher level than you. You can analyze their play, but don't try to judge them. But this is going to be a finished match, I think, at this point. So we can move on to the next. Got some Bladesworn action here. Yeah, how the brackets work is each round is on the same map. So you'll never see two teams playing on different maps. It'll be on a different map in the next round. That's how it works. Probably a lot easier to program it that way as well. What does this say? What? Is that a Vindicator? Yeah, it's a Vindicator. Oh, yeah. This is just the normal Vindicator build. Oh, they're using the prop dodge. With Redemptor's Sermon. Okay. I don't think you want to use the Leviathan Strength. Alright guys, calm down in chat. There's literally nothing to be mad about. This is the most uneventful monthly you could possibly think of. It's literally just core necro meta, but one of the core necros looks like a thief. That's what it is. It's just a core necro that looks like a thief with ports. Wait. I mean, core necros already have ports, so it's literally, yeah, just a core necro that looks like a thief, yeah. It's core necro meta that looks like a thief. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the round, probably. I think there's no other matches. You know, that one we just saw. Okay, we got this one still. I mean, you could just drop it right now. You could just drop it right now. You could literally disengage from this fight, that this is a losing matchup. You could just drop it right now. It's only getting worse. I mean, people wonder why PvP is not supported. You guys can't control yourselves. Anyways. We got Trevor Boyer here on Druid. Spectate build. Oh, he's Condi Druid. That's some new shit. He's usually on Sikkim Ranger. Compared to raids and fractals. I mean, yeah, I guess. You can't really gatekeep someone in PvP. You still get to queue up in PvP. You can't really gatekeep there. We got Arisa Oakhowl too. This is like the Ranger comp. Oh, we saw this team last round. Yeah. Well, the Rangers are winning. Well, Naru's probably playing with another team because he doesn't want to be on Team USA. They want to gift their spot to someone else. Probably to Nos, I don't know. Real question is, why is Azure playing on NA? That's the real question. Wait, they've got a 3 cap. Are the Ranger boys gonna lose this one? Are they choking? There's 48 seconds left. There's no way they lose. They could AFK in base and still win, right? Right? They're not gonna just go out and feed kills for free while not decapping, right? There's no way they could lose. Right? Oh, they got a decap. Okay, I think they win. Alright, so this is going to be the final match. We're in round 3 now of Swiss. I believe. Yes, we are. This might be a good match to watch. When I say a good match, I mean an even match. Bladesworn, is that what you mean by BS? There's definitely a Bladesworn. I saw Vons was playing Bladesworn. Or wait, did I want to... I think it was this one. This one, I could go for any. I am the Inspector. But I don't wield a scepter. I already saw his team. I'm not looking to follow around one team the entire time, especially if that team is most likely to be in the later matches. That's just boring. Even though I am following around this team. Well, was this, wasn't this match already played? I feel like this was the first one we watched. Maybe we'll go to the other one. I think this matchup was already played. Did you have a Bladesworn? For those of you who were wondering about Bladesworn, it's pretty good. It's viable. In top tier play, people are playing it. I mean, how could you not be viable when you're literally your heals per second on Bladesworn are higher than a legit support when you're only healing yourself. Did these guys not accept the cube for some reason? I mean, we'll watch this until the other one shows up. When Daredevil comes back, that's some cope right there. Daredevil is already viable. We actually have a... was that a Malix Rev? Well, it was. It was a Malix Rev. Check out the build. It's just Condi Herald. With Rabid Amulet? I don't know about that. Not so sure about that one. Rabid is not good on Condi Herald because you want to take as much damage as possible so you get more value from your Glint heal. Jeez, these guys do not want to play the game apparently. They're just like, you know what? The Q pop is there, but I don't really want to play, so I'm just not going to accept it. the old, what was that, the Kiritsugu pasta? You guys accept the Q, sheesh. We're gonna go somewhere else then. Let's check this out. Yeah, we haven't seen these guys before. Okay. Your entrance playing Soul Beast here. What the f is this? Valkyrie Cantrip Untamed. I mean, can't you just take that one thing and just get more barrier than all of the cantrips combined? He's got the legendary greatsword. Alright, here it is, the final try. Sheesh, man. I mean, I guess these matches have gone long enough that at this point the match is just going to time out. Let's watch Ragnar Eternal. Oh shit, we got a DH? What was that, a Harbinger? Wait, 2 DHs and 2 Necros. And then Love Pure on Longbow Soul Beast. Look at this sneaky play here. This is I mean, we're listening to Skyrim music right now, so it's pretty fitting that Love Pure is playing the Stealth Archer playstyle, which is meta in that game. So they are playing meta right now. They are. No, they are just not gonna play that match apparently. Is there a closer match I can watch? This one is pretty low. I mean, this is Skyhammer, so all the matches are gonna be low scoring, because that's how Skyhammer works. We've got our Bunker Mez. This guy loves to play Bunker Mez. Huh. He's not running the double feedback trait though. He always runs double feedback, but apparently he's not running it right now. Yeah, this is not the Endsman match. This is the Journeyman match. You've got the experimental builds. Not experimental. They've been experimenting a while ago. Now they're tried and true builds. Sikkim Soul Beast. Yeah, maybe not that experimental. Just him. Just chill? Chill Reaper? Big damage Chill Reaper? Renegade, it's pretty good. Probably not as good as well, Herald. But it's really easy to play Renegade because you're kind of tanky. You got range damage. It's pretty good. What am I watching here? Heralds. And there's no support except for the Tempest here. Do I look at the build? Okay, that's a good build. That's a final. Well, stability trait on Fire Weaver or Fire Tempest. I don't know about that. You don't get a lot of your healing from overloading on Fire Tempest. You actually just get it from swapping into Fire. So you kind of want the regen trait. And you have more auras on Fire Tempest, so you do get more access to that regeneration. Whereas on, what is it, Earth Tempest, you kind of need to use your Water Overload to heal. So you do want the this trait. That tornado, though. You can see they're kind of like struggling to resustain because they don't have the regen trait. Alright, now are you guys playing? Yeah, no, they're not. They're not playing. Yeah, all the matches in this round were kind of one-sided. Except this one. Well, yeah, it's still pretty one-sided. Except for this one. The one that I'm in. This is the best match right now. This is the current best match that you could possibly be watching in Guild Wars 2 PvP. Ladies and gentlemen, what a year to be alive. Big damage. Timer is definitely going to be the thing here. This guy's playing Sikkim, right? Forget. Yeah, he is. Ooh, he's playing Skirmishing. This is the PvE build, isn't it? Yeah, this is the PvE build. Wait, no, he's literally using a PvE build. Well, yeah, he could be more PvE if he wanted. This guy's playing Nade Hollow. Is that really fair? Did we play Nade Hollow in this match? Well, you know, Nade Hollow is played by the best players, and the best players tend to win. Nade through the wall. What is this? The Condi Core Necro? Yeah, it is only reserved for Rev mains, but I just figured we're running out of content here, so we need to kind of reuse some memes. Look at this. Dude, the stealth Mesmer gameplay, he like just positioned very precisely into that backstab location, and then he got feared by the mark. blink? The blink? Did he get no valid path there? They're going for the stomp. Cleave. He was cleaving with his dodge roll there. Good idea. The, what is it called? The mark of blood. Yeah, the mark of blood on dodge. Wait, what? Did he just die to fall damage? Hold up. People died in natural causes here. Don't drop down. Do not drop down. I mean, yeah, you can win on every class. You just need to practice it. And don't cope and say, "Oh no, my class is shit. I can't win because this class is terrible." No, you just maybe need to put a little bit more work into that class. Or maybe understand all the other classes as well, so that you can play around them. The best class is playing around other classes. That's truly the best class. I play the counter to a thief, like an engineer, but I don't know what counters the thief, then how am I going to counter them? Let's not even just get good. It's just, you know, put some time and effort into it if you want to be good. I'm not saying you have to be good. You can play whatever you want. You can just be silver. You can be silver if you want. But if you want to be good, then, you know, put some time and effort into being good. Don't just expect to be good. That's what I'm saying. This is a really long match, and it's only 15 minutes. That felt like an eternity. But we are now in the 4th round. Yeah, I quit World v World. I was playing it earlier, like an hour ago, but I've quit it. I've quit it. You know what will be the good match this time? I think this one. Playing around Spectre is fun. I mean, it's more fun than playing around Daredevil. Though I do think that Spectre should be nerfed. It's way too tanky. What do we got here? Cornacros? Mechanists? No Mechanist. Nade Hollow instead of a Mechanist. So who is their duelist? It's gonna be Vaughn. So they're gonna have Vaughns going against their Mechanist. So Bladesworn, this is kind of the matchup I was commenting on earlier. So you think Mechanist is the premier duelist, but I think Bladesworn is close in terms of the matchup, but it's probably also better in team fights or in any situation where it's not just 1v1, which is very often in high tier play. So it might be the case that Mechanist is not the premier duelist. And then you've got no Thief. There's no Thief on blue team here. They do have a Condi Herald though. Still running the Rabbit. Is it a... yeah, they've got Double Herald. Well, they've got 2 duelists, I guess. Count the Herald as a duelist. Yeah, not with this build, it's not. So they're gonna send their Necro to be home. Because they want their... Yeah, they want their warrior in the team fight, because the shouts are really good. Is that the Elixir S? The Elixir S is already forced out due to pressure, but they're pretty even now. They're going on the core Necro here. Let's get some new class gameplay here. Stim. Whatever that's called. Combat Stimulant. Pretty high sustain. Ooh. They got interrupted there. That would have been a big Dragon Slash. They're taking a lot of Condis though. This is actually confusing because usually Vons is playing with these guys, isn't he? I was gonna say, wait, aren't they on... Yeah, they were taking a lot of pressure from the Condi Rev there. Yeah. I mean, they lost their support, so they're just gonna leave, which is good, but nothing really happened there. Pretty inconsequential team fight. And in fact, Red, even though Red lost the fight there because they lost their support, Primal, the decap bot, he went and decapped. They're going for a Dragon Slash, but they've got... Ooh. Oh, there's support. Yeah, I'm confused by what class people are playing. Big Dragon Slash. Red's just gonna push in now. Blue's regrouping, looking for the decap, but 2 of their players going to far is not gonna be too useful. They should probably bleed this. Well, it's on node, yeah. Arguable that you could bleed someone on their own node, because even though you're giving them extra free points, the extra free points are not as valuable as the momentum that I think they're trying to go for. Because like he's respawning at the same time as the NG's leaving now, so it's just going to be an even fight at mid. You could argue that it would be better to delay, depending on what they're going for. Alright, straight up 5v5 on mid. I think they have an advantage though, the red team, because they have the Bladesworn, whereas the blue team has the Mechanist. But at the same time, they do have a Condi Rev, which I guess does pretty good damage in team fights. Going for the res, but ooh, they do not get the res there. There is a lot of cleave there. Bladesworn giving everyone, you know, might. It's 12 might. Yeah, 12 might and fury. They have a power comp. Yeah, a little bit of Condi, but mostly. How Condi? No, it's Condi. That's Condi. I mean, either way, might is going to be good value. Just enjoy that, you know, enjoy that Scepter 3 spam. Support is kind of standing on the node here, not supporting the hollow here. A little bit of back pedal, you know, a little bit of back pedal. They'll be fine though. I see, like, the Mechanist in this situation isn't really useful. Where is the mech even at? Is the mech even here? Yeah, the mech is right here. But I think it was off somewhere else. He just used shift signet and then it was in the fight. I think the mech is just not that useful in team fights. It's way too slow. You'll see in solo queue the mech can be useful because people just stand on node. But when everyone's like kiting and going up and down terrain, it takes like 30 seconds for a mech to go around and get up to there. Unless you're using the shift signet. So yeah, the mech is good at dueling, but I think that's pretty much all it's good at. I guess in team fights you have a little bit of AoE spam, but that's just mortar. You could argue that you could do that on literally anything else, like a scrapper. But the team fight is going to happen over here. They're leaving the core necro, I believe, to 1v1 it. Which is honestly, yeah, going to be bad for the Mechanist, because the Mechanist wants to own the node while doing this, but I think that the core necro can contest it. Get a team fight here. They were running axe pistol, right? Yeah. Vaughn's axe pistol. That's the big damage there. I mean, I kind of agree with that because you're really tanky already, so why not just go more damage? A lot of your damage is ammo related. Is he running, he's running Lush Forest. Rune of the Lynx. No, he's actually Unshakable Mountain. Well, that's very tanky then. Yeah, you can go Axe Pistol with Unshakable Mountain for sure. It's 20 Torment. That was a one shot from the Torment there. Ooh. That's a big cleave by the... Okay, blue team's got 2 kills here, and they've already got the node. They're cleaving this, though. Why are they cleaving? Just throw in there. You got the old decap. Well, blue did not actually get anything really out of that. They got an extra kill, but then they didn't. They just got mid. But they lost home. Got an extra kill though here. I don't know how that happened. Probably power rev, yeah. Yeah, the issue is that blue pushed out of home, but their mechanist, I don't know where their mechanist was, but the mechanist really needed to leave their, like, the job of, you know, going out and rotating to the rest of their team. I feel like the mechanist was trying too hard to rotate, whereas like they needed to like do the dirty work and watch the nodes. And blue didn't really get much out of that snowball there because of that. I mean, at that point, you just give up the node if your mechanist isn't doing it right. It's getting support a little bit from the Condi Herald there. Now his support's in here. They're gonna survive that. Not bad. But the thing is, they haven't really won anything else elsewhere while he was outnumbered 1v3. So that's not really going to give them too much value. And the fact that he's that pressured is, you know, it's probably going to end well. It's not going to end well in this fight. Glint's out, so they can easily focus the kill here. I don't know why all the their models are not showing up. Probably culling them for some reason. Yeah, I mean, red team is just capping nodes and they're just fighting off node. I mean, fighting off node is good when you own everything. So that's going to be the end of that match. This one's kind of okay in terms of closeness. Lightning Rod Weaver. Full Zerk Lightning Rod Weaver versus a Mechanist. Actually, that actually might be the tech against Mechanist, because the CC against the Mechanist is really good. Because the mech constantly gets CC'd. You got Projectile Reflect. Though, I don't... Do the Mechanist builds run the range one? I mean, this one's running the range one, but... Oh, he's running full... Well, yeah, I think they do run the power. Yeah, they run the power, so they run the range one. So I guess in that matchup, yeah, the Weaver would be good. Not the most ideal duelist, but it would be good in that singular matchup. Scholar Berserk. Okay. Maybe not the best duelist, though. Ooh. Big damage. 8K. That's big. Well, blue is kind of capping nodes. Actually got a core warrior. I didn't even see that. Oh, it's Guns Trek. Lissa runes on stance defense core warrior? Well, I guess core warrior runs, yeah. No, they run tactics on core, don't they? Maybe their warrior didn't need to come in here. Maybe they could have contested mid instead of that. It's gonna come down to the beast. They gotta do the beast. Because red's doing the beast. Oh, Daredevil doesn't really have that much DPS, though. Careful. Oh, no. 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 He went down right before his Heartseeker landed. Too aggressive. Well, blue got the other beast, too. They got both beasts. Yeah, I mean, I guess defense is viable in World v World, but I wouldn't say in PvP. This one going? I mean, it's Swiss. You can have anything in Swiss. Yeah, the thief, I think he was playing too aggressively to DPS the thing down, where he should have been more patient. Because he had his heal skill up. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, this is the Ranger boys. The Ranger boys are going to take it at this point. Both beasts are up, though. We got another beast situation. Oh, he's playing Sikkim Soul Beast now. He's giving up on that Condi Druid. He's on the hunt for any thieves. Look at this. The thief is thirsting for that decap. But he's on the hunt. But the chieftain is it's a thing. He's going for the... Oh no, another Daredevil trying to solo beast. He's running Cloaked in Shadow. Do you know how to use Cloaked in Shadow, though? He does. He's spamming the 3. They got it. That Lich form, though. Alright, the next beast. Blue wins in like 5 seconds because they're getting a 2 cap. Oh, they're not getting the 2-cap yet, but they still win in like 10 seconds. Can they get this? The play is to attack the red team if they want to win. Don't attack the beast, and they win. Yeah. Well, there you go. All right, I think we're still in Swiss. Yeah, we're still in Swiss. That was round 4. We're now in round 5 of Swiss. It's been going on an hour already. You know, we've got an hour of content so far, and we've probably got 4 more matches to go, because elimination round is 3 matches. Get a best of 8, or a bracket of 8. And then, I don't know, maybe one or 2 more Swiss matches. All right, what are we watching here? This could be a good match. This could also be a good match. 2 good matches. Yes, this is Tourney. You thought this was my gameplay? You thought I was playing all... Did you think that I was playing all 10 characters at the same time? I'd do that if the game allowed me to. How fun would it be to play Spectre plus your favorite DPS class, and then you just pocket heal yourself? Dude, that would be so fun. Pocket heal yourself on Spectre and play Willbender? Ooh. It's only viable if you have a pocket healer. Alright, so they got a Condi Rev. Playing Fire Tempest though, so that's completely fine. Their support is really low here. They're gonna have their virtues, but I'm gonna heal them too much. They're not really in range of their team as well, so the altruistic healing is not gonna heal as much. You gotta be like within your entire team for the altruistic healing to get you value. They get the rally on the red team first. And blue's support is kind of out of cooldown. That chill though, the chill at the very worst timing. Look at that, all those cooldowns almost up, but then chilled. That's a feel L. That's a feels Ellie, man. They had their heal skill. They had water overload. They had probably a lot of other cooldowns. I know who they are. I'm not calling them by their names, because how are you gonna understand who's who? That's just poor casting. Got an Earth Shield here. Man, I love Mechanist gameplay. I just love watching 2 Mechanists just hit each other. almost got the signet there. It actually got wasted because they just cleaved it so fast. I mean, red does have a 2 cap, but they just had 2 deaths. Red is probably going to... Well, they're going to give up the node immediately. Got a core necro here, though. Or that's actually a harbinger. Power harbinger? Yeah, it's power. Uh-oh. Yeah, power harbinger deletes, well, no, their team is here. I just love Guild Wars 2 gameplay. I love watching a mechanist just mash another mechanist right in the face. Ooh. Harbinger, though, is pretty susceptible to condies. Look at that heal. It did nothing because of the poison. And obviously the high amount of health pool. Yeah, I don't know if that was the best positioning there on the Necro there. They were kind of like pretty aggressive positioning. I don't think they were getting any heals either. Yeah, not too many heals on them. But, I mean, after getting 3 capped, or sorry, three deaths, they still own their home node. And blue team is not going to go for it either. Because they want to protect their 2 nodes that they don't really have already. So red's still in the lead. And, well, they do have the top buff. So it's a 4 cap, which is, yeah, they're not going to have it for long, but we'll see. I mean, Mechanist was already nerfed. It's already been nerfed, dude. They're kind of struggling in this team fight still, the red team, but they're not in a terrible position. They can win this. Condi Rev is chasing the support, giving them a lot of pressure, but their power rev gets taken out by the, I think it was the Harbinger just nuking them. Alright, so red's got the kill there, and they're already plussing far. So red's in a good spot for sure at this point. The bottom buff is coming up in 30 seconds. So we'll probably see this maybe not end. Well, no, the Mechanist might die, yeah, because he's got chill on him. He's not going to get his cooldowns back. Do Mechanists still have perma sanctuaries alacrity? They still have that. I'm pretty sure it got nerfed, but they can still get it, right? Okay, so they're going for the buff, and the Condi Rev is here. This is a Condi... No, it's power. He's Marauder, but has the poison trait. So maybe that was a mess up there. They meant to have Carrion. No, they didn't get the buff yet. Oh, you mean the top buff? They might have gotten it, yeah. They definitely got it, yeah. The best Mechanist build is It's either power or Condi, as long as you're just a bunker. Yeah, red's gonna probably win this fight, and they've already got a 2 cap. And they're already in a lead. So they're very they're very advantaged right now. Blue's going for a cheeky little cap though. They got interrupted. I mean, that's honestly the right play, is to go for the cheeky cap, because that's their only way of winning, is if they get a cheeky cap. But at the same time, that means that the only way that red team loses is if they give up the cheeky cap. So of course they're going to be watching out for that. I mean, this game's over, so I guess I'll go to another one. I think it's already over. Let's check out this one. Blade Sworn. That animation was really long. Actually, like, hit the tip there and it still hit. Yeah, the Dragon Slash boost is so powerful because it's like, not only are you pushing towards the target, but you're hitting everything in between and everything after. It's just pretty much the best to use in pretty much all situations. Like the 3 skill, yeah, you don't want to go in all the time, so sometimes use the 3, but the point of the skill is to land it, and the one that has the most chance of landing is the 2 skill. Going for the Signet here. They don't have anything to stop it. They are 3v2ing though. I mean, at this point the game's, yeah, it's pretty over. They've got sides. Buffs aren't gonna matter. Double rev, double mech, and a rogue. No, it's more like double rogue, double rev, and then mech. I think the French worms, they run, you know, they love to just stack the most overpowered thing. I think they're running double mechanist, double vindicator, and a bladesworn. So there's your cleave comp there. But they probably changed their comp. Did I say French worms? Yeah, French worms. Yeah, double Spectre is pretty good. Because the tankier a comp is, the better a Spectre is. Because a Spectre does good DPS, but it's pretty squish by itself. In a team fight. If it's not getting supported in a team fight, it just dies, but it's not like a Daredevil where you can just escape anything. Oh, they have a guard now instead of one of their Vindicators. Well, here you go. Here's the last match. Maybe there's another one. This guy's running full Signet. Sage Amulet on Harbinger. Oh, sheesh. Oh, this is the Zerker Lightning Rod. Zerker Scholar. And you can see by his outfit, he is definitely a scholar. Why one stun break? No, dude, not even one stun break. He uses that one stun break skill for mobility, for swiftness. Come on, man. Not even one. Stun breaks are for people without balls. Stun breaks are for scaredy cats. Alright, is that the end of Swiss? We'll find out. It is not yet. Because there's a couple more matches. Yeah, just don't get hit, of course. Uh-oh, the Ranger boys have been winning a lot of their matches. But this one is looking a little bit scary here. Whoa, what is this build? Fresh Air Weaver. Fresh Air Weaver fighting a Ranger. Okay, that's not... I don't know if that's going to be interesting time there. Arcane Brilliance, though. Does he know that the Arcane trait thingy buff is long enough that you can just get it permanently from just using Arcane Blast? Because, like, there's no other reason to use it, right? He doesn't have any combo finisher or fields. This isn't Catalyst. So he's only using it for damage, I guess. But you've already got permanent uptime of the buff from the Arcane Blast. Ooh. Good res. They're still in this, though. Red team is still in this. Well, they've got it down. No res potential nearby. Unless the Mesmer can do it. With the Mass Invis. Oh no. The Mass Invis. Are they going to not cleave the area where they went in stealth? No, they are. Oh. The regeneration keeping them alive. Is this a Mirage? No, they've got 2 dodges. This is a core Mez. Well, it looks like blue's gonna get the buff now. Red's going for far, but that's already gonna get full capped. Blue's already answering with their Mechanist. So it looks like, yeah, blue's gonna take this. I mean, what is there to comment on? It's just, you know, we're just waiting for the next match at this point, because I didn't really immerse myself in this match because I came in late. I tend to not really care that much about a match that's about to end, because it's about to end. I don't even know what their comps are. I was just looking at, yeah, the builds. Alright, now we're still in Swiss. Oh, no, we're not. Swiss has ended. We've cut off all those teams underneath a certain rating or a win ratio. And now we have 3 teams. One of them declined, I guess. Not sure what happened there. Swiss, we explained this earlier. Swiss is when it's an organization of a bracket. Swiss is when if you lose a match, you don't get kicked out. You have to play everyone plays the same number of matches, but based on your win ratio in the tournament. So if you're 1-1, you've won one, you lost one, you go against another team that's 1-1 and lost one. And then whoever has the highest win ratios near the end will they'll pass. So that's what happened. And the highest win ratios have passed. Now it's elimination bracket. If you lose any of these, you're out. Might watch this one because this might be the finals game. I'm not sure what happened to that other team. Did we watch this one before? I feel like we just watched this match. And red team, they swapped. So red team last time was the one that won. Yeah, we just watched this match. So blue technically won the last time. We'll just give them benefit of the doubt for now. Maybe they win, maybe they don't. But we'll check out this one. Ah, yes, the scholars. Wait, he's on, yeah, so they have 2 weavers? No, they have 1. The fresh air weaver. Yeah, we saw 2 different games. There was a weaver in each of them. I don't know about this one, dude. This one does not look, this might not be the match to watch. We'll watch like a couple minutes of it and then we'll go back to the other one, maybe. Because this team is running very meta. But, you know. They've got support here. It could work. Could work. I don't know how well a fresh air weaver is going to be dueling, though. That's what they've relegated them to. Kiting the Lich pretty well. I mean, Lich has been nerfed for sure. Holding out 2v... No, they're 3v3 now. They did lose their mech on far, though. They were 2v1ing that with the Rev. Yeah, they get taken out, but the signet is late. Getting a little bit of support on the Weaver, but I think they're out of cooldowns. It's pretty even right now. Just wait for it. I mean, he's kiting pretty well, but how well can you kite when they have 4 on you? Signet is late again. Was it used though? No, he still has it. The mech is on far versus the... Yeah, I think this is going to be maybe where the snowball starts to occur because they've lost their support now and they're bleeding it too. Yeah, the bleed is going to be really detrimental there. They get a kill here at mid though. It's going to rally. Oh, no, he didn't rally. But they're going to give up? No, they're not. So they're giving up the node to cleave the down body. But the thing is, they're investing quite a bit of resources into this mech. Shift Signet out of here. They have a Harbinger coming in. Harbinger is probably gonna get some damage here on the... Well, they don't have a lot of stun breaks left. Only got 1, so they just gotta leave. If you see here, they don't really have any Condi cleanse here, so I think that a Condi Harbinger would have a good time there. But it is a power Harbinger. So there's that. Blue's hanging on in this match. Ellie got the decap, but ooh, this is dangerous. I mean, it looks like that heal skill is doing well, but it's because they're a Zerker build. It's healing for like 3k. Oh, big burst, massive burst. They're in Shroud though, you can't really see how much Shroud they have too easily. Yeah, I mean, when you have a Revenant on their team, the Rev can just kill the Fresh Air Weaver easily. Just port. Rev is kind of it's a balance issue, right? Like, a lot of classes would exist if Rev didn't exist. Let's put it that way. I mean, they're not too far behind. These guys got hope. That's all you need. They've got 2 down, but their Spore also has no cooldowns. This is not looking good now. Their Rev isn't peeling for him though. No. Oh, it's Herald. It's a Herald this game. I think they were Vindicator last game. I wonder what is the choice. When do you choose to play Herald versus Vindicator? Probably just when you want to try harder. You just play Herald when you want to try harder. I don't know if this is gaining clout to like win a match against a team with a Fresh Air Weaver. Is that really clout? Yeah, this is now it's not a very close match anymore. We were gonna watch this one, but well, okay. This one is a lot more one-sided this time. Can watch this one then. Oh, what is this? The Ranger Boys? The Ranger Boys made it into elimination round. I told you, they won a lot of matches. That heal, oh, the last tick. They healed for 10,000 health there. That's pretty good. Well, this is pretty one-sided as well. So, let's go back to the original game. I mean, this is definitely not a bad match. It's one-sided because they eventually started winning fights, but it was actually pretty close. Good play all around. He's going. He's going for that kill. Yeah. Hard gated. Look at that. That's gatekeeping at its best right there. Just put the line of warding right there. That was pretty good. That's the pure gatekeep right there. Alright, so we're in semis now. Which team was Sifrit? I forget. You want to take my bag? Wait, you were talking to me last night when I was roaming, weren't you? You were playing Rev, weren't you? You were saying some like very stream snipery vibe things in my chat. And I was like, okay, dude. Wait, this match hasn't ended. Oh, Zifrit is the gank squad, the Ranger boys. Well, you know, they had a good run. Is this quarters or semis? I forget. I think it's quarters. Maybe it's semis. Forget. But they made it to semis or quarters. I'm proud of you, Ranger boys. I'm proud. All right, next round. Yeah, I'll remember which round we're in when I see how many are in the next one. Yeah, so we're in semis now. So that was quarters. This is probably the best match right now. Or did we watch this one like 3 times? No, there's no way we watched it 3 times. Because the last round was the one we watched twice. Yo, Liz's Legion is up now. If you are a AT gamer, get into Liz's Legions and roll. I mean, we can watch this one, but I'd rather watch this one. Because I think that the finals is going to be between, I mean, obviously this team, let's be honest, out of these two teams, you know, we know which one is going to win. So I think the finals is going to be between these two teams. So let's watch these two teams. But they're not accepting. They're delaying. And I'm going to be kicked out of this very soon. There's only 2 minutes until this map closes. Accept the queue or I'm going back to I don't know, some PvE map. Just go now. Yes, this is NA. Yeah, I don't have an SSD on Guild Wars 2 anymore. Guild Wars 2 is too big. Doesn't fit. So I've got these long map loads. I know, dude. I know. I'm waiting for the thing to start. Don't backseat spectate me, okay? I'm the purveyor of content here. I know what's best. I am the content designer here. I mean, we'll just watch this one until it comes up. Yes, Saitang is a cool map, but I kind of wish there was more to it. Hopefully in a living world story season thing. Well, there you go. It's open now. So what do we have here? I'm not going to be disclosing the builds, but I kind of did just look at them. This is a pretty important match, so I'd prefer to not, you know, expose the builds too early. But I mean, it's pretty obvious what they're playing. I mean, it was obvious until got some Reaper in here. Yeah, they probably want Reaper because chill against Tempest. And this is what it is. It is what it is. How are they getting quickness there? Yeah, I can see their builds. He swapped to Condi, trying to hide his build. I mean, it's a good strat, but I think Seal Area was used, yeah. So blue team is going for the old Zerg strat here. Zerg that Necro down. You get the revive though. Signet was used. You're gonna stomp it. Maybe not necessary. So they got the kill here. Pretty good for them. The Bladesworn in these team fights is actually really good. It's like Spellbreaker was a duelist that was sort of okay in team fights, but not really. I think Bladesworn is like a duelist that is really good in team fights. It's pretty good. He's using Warhorn this time. And that's another thing that's really good in team fights, the Warhorn. Because it cleanses Condis, gives vigor. It also removes Immobilize and gives extra damage. I would recommend that. Oh, he's not Reaper. He's just Core Necro. Well, you know, it is just a Core Necro meta, and one of the Core Necros just kind of looks like a thief. That is kind of how it works. Alright, this is a 3v3 here. Is this Core? Yeah, it's Core Necro. They swapped off the Harbinger there. Big Shroud 2 by the Necro there. They're gonna get immobilized as well. There's a lot of pressure on the Reds Necro. They're getting supported though by a Spectre and by a support Guardian. Got interrupted on the water overload there. But he's gonna get full healed anyways. Big sword 4 into the immob there. Gonna knock it. Do they have the res? The res is on 5-second cooldown, so they're not gonna get that res. But they could maybe hold it for 5 seconds. Do they have the cleave in time? They're actually gonna get... No, he's way over here. Maybe they could have gotten it. He went for it. Well, now that they lost one of their Necros, this is, there's not as much counter pressure, so they can just wail on the support there. And yeah. Blue's gonna take the first bell. However, red has won most of the node pressure. So we'll see how that works out for them. I mean, it's not as far off as it looks it is. Because the blue can come, you know, the ramifications of this one team fight can be a lot more than it is right now. So they have the advantage right now. Gets a decap here. That's really good. Let's see how Red's going to regroup at their home node. Ooh. Their Necro is really low, though. They're going to go down. The Signet is up. Gets the Signet? No? They got it. They got it. Guardians take a lot of Connie pressure there. Both the Necros are in a Shroud here. Fear Ring is going to appeal for them, but they walk out of it. Pretty low. They have their Glint heal. They're going to use that. Probably going to need some heals. They're a little bit split. Okay, they're together now. Really good pressure now because the Necro just left Shroud. They could land some damage. Oh, but the counter pressure was really heavy. They just spammed all their staff marks. Going for a stomp. Did not get the res in time. Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty important time for him to play aggressively there. So it was just like seconds, mere seconds in who went down first there. Pretty close fight. Still going on though. They're just disengaging. Playing power? Yeah, they're playing power. So this is the second bell. The first bell was won by blue, so if blue wins again, which it looks like they are, I mean, they've got one, what is that, one tick left? Yeah, they got it. They already got it. So there's a second bell, so they don't even need to fight here anymore. They probably will, though, which maybe is not the best idea. Because they really need to get some decaps. Vaughn's, or the warrior, is watching mid. Which Red's plan right now is to stall because they've already given up 2 bells. They can't win fights, they just need to win the map. They need to win by capping nodes. So at this point, that's kind of like what Vaughn's is thinking. He's going for just, I want to hold 1 node and just ride that out for the rest of the game and we can win. But Blue's plan right now is to just get momentum because that's how they have to win. They have to win these bells now to get ahead. They are looking very pressured, though. Yeah, they're not winning all these fights, though, which is making a little bit complicated for them. They do have sides, though. No. Their Herald is getting chased by the Spectre here, and their team is actually all in here. So they might get the kill. Oh, they're all regrouped. This is going to be a 3v4. Yeah, their entire team is pushing in. So you see the red team is trying to get that one node there. Well, they have, I think that's their mini necro is holding mid. Yeah, they're just zerging pretty hard because they know that they can win just off the map. Don't need to worry about the bell, which is going to be up in a minute, but yeah, blue is going to be really pressured here because their rev is actually kind of split from their Tempest. They kind of had a regrouping issue there. The bell is up in 30 seconds though, so if they get the next bell, that's 75 points. And that would literally put them like 25 points below. I mean, it's still very possible. They just need to not die at this point. And the Mechanist is pretty low here. He'll be fine. He's holding the node versus... Yeah, this is good for them. So now they're heading into the bell area. There's only 8 seconds left, and they've already got a Necro planted there. And their Tempest... Yeah, the Tempest is pushing in to hold it until the rest of their team can get in. But this is very dangerous. This is a lot of damage against them. Quite a bit of damage. Okay, their Spectre is holding the node right now. And their Mechanist has rotated in as well. But that means that they're no longer, they don't have a side node presence anymore. So red team can win just delaying this and just holding nodes. So I think red's probably gonna come out on top here because it's on blue team to make something happen, and it's on red team to just stall the match. It's always easier to stall than to gain momentum. Really dangerous situation here for blue, but they are getting a lot of support out here. Going for the Spectre, maybe not possible to get that kill. Well, they did get the decaps, so this is actually really good for blue because now they have the time. They have the time to go for these fights, but red is still kind of, ooh, really good stat 5. That CC'd their entire team. Oh my god, and that was a pull afterwards. That's some really good coordination with those abilities. Oh, the pull? Yeah, the pull into the kill. They're going to knock him off the node, and this is really good because they can start capping. They're capping and cleaving at the same time, but red can't go for the res because they have to contest. He goes for the res, but he gets CC'd by the Mechanist, shield 4. So they did not get the res, and now the support goes down. Blue's going to come back in this, maybe. Potentially. They have their core necro stalling, but red's not gonna be rotating too fast here. The rev is just gonna recast here. They don't have the knock, but they're gonna go for, yeah, they're just gonna keep getting kills here. Red can't get a kill. They can't get a node because blue has their duelist rotating well. The Mechanist is doing well, preventing red from their win condition, giving them more time for blue to get their win condition, which is this bell. And they've even got a 2-cap now. And this third bell that they're going to get is 75 points. So when they get this, if they get this, I mean, red is really coming in for this. Does he have Signet? He has Signet, but the cleave is, oh, the cleave is not fast enough. Look at the Mechanist. The Mechanist is matching the decap. Very good there. He doesn't see that the thief isn't going for it anymore. But I mean, look, the Necro's dead. They don't even need the bell. They're winning on the map. Let's watch the, yeah, this is, I mean, right now, this is the protagonist right now, the blue Revenant, because he needs to kill everything. If he kills everything, then they win. He's got an Earth Shield on. Dude, the auto attack with Earth Shield is actually good, especially when you got Barrier. Who's giving him Barrier? The Spectre. The Spectre Tempest synergy, though. That's actually pretty good, huh? Big gravity well there from the red Spectre, but I mean, they let the red Necro, they kind of laxed on the rotations blue, but I think they still win, right? They still win. Yeah, they still win. They need to cleave that and then get the cap. Yeah, the Necro. Ooh, they got the bell. Okay, yeah, they win. Well, there you go. That was really good play there. That was a good match. All right, finals. You gonna wait to go in? I don't know, man. When someone's playing well, then they're the best. When someone is not winning, they're the worst. That's, you know, we've literally had people saying he's the worst, now he's the best. Maybe just don't conclude things based off of one match. You know? Just make decisions or make assertions based on their actions, not on their character. Are we in yet? That wasn't the finals. List of Legions is up, boys. Let's go watch that. And so, no, I'm just kidding. I mean, might as well while we're waiting for the finals to pop. These teams were in the, yeah, these teams were in the, a lot of these teams were in the, pretty much all of these matches have a team that was in the monthly. I think that's pretty, I mean, they designed it so that the daily happens right before the monthly, and then another daily happens generally after a lot of teams have been eliminated from the monthly. That's a nice little event there of 3 ATs in a row if you want. Who won? No one yet. That was semis. I'm not looking at the builds yet, but it looks like the comps are going to be pretty much the same for both teams. Double Spectre, I mean triple Necro, but 2 of the Necros look like a thief. And then support plus mech. You got double Necro over here, but one of the Necros looks like a thief. And then Herald. There's no Herald over here. They're just going for the old Spectre cheese. And then you got 2 different supports. I think it's pretty cool that we've got some Tempest action in here now. And obviously the Mechanists. So we've got duelist support on each team. I think they have 2 duelists though on blue. Sorta. Because the Spectre over here is running a very, well, Seal area is a very duelist oriented build. And that is a good tech there. When you're going against a bunch of Scepter Spectres, you know, you want to have projectile reflect. And that's actually, Tempest is really good too for that reason. But also, I mean, it can go both ways because the Necros can chill, or the Necros that look like thieves can chill. Ooh, that fear though, that is not good for them. It was a good port, but then the fear, I think. Mark is caught out here without support. Red does own the mine and they're not contesting that. So it's going to be an even sides off of that. They're probably going to regroup to mid and have a big team fight here very soon. But the Tempest is getting CC'd really hard. Yeah, just getting CC'd. I think that was the gravity well from the Spectre into the steel right after the dodge. Getting locked down there. So this team fight is not going to go well for a red team. They've just, well, their rev came in late and now their support is dead. So blue's going to take the mid node. Their Mechanist is going to be, well, they're going to be taking a 2v2 here, but I feel like the rev is probably going to leave this very soon because the Mechanist doesn't give too much support and the rev needs support. So probably going to leave. Well, this is a very tanky 2v2 by the blue team. And the Mechanist gets interrupted in their heal. They've got all those Condis on them. They're going to be taken out. Meanwhile at mid, Poison Cloud isn't going out just yet. Big heal there. Before they go in Shroud. Looks like they're focusing the Core Guardian. They've got a... Is that a Connie spec? Oh, it's still power. I mean, either way, you're going to give out a lot of chill on Spectre, which is usually pretty good for killing supports. Or really anything. Except maybe a Daredevil. A little bit of a chase there, but they come back into the team fight. Pretty big Shroud damage there. Yeah, the Thief keeps trying to pull them away. The Sword is going to allow them to chase. Support here has every cooldown on cooldown except the res, and that's kind of like the counter there, is the fact that you focus the support, they can't revive themselves. But they're gonna get some heal from their team and get out. Cooldown's coming up now. Good to get that survival before, you know, they get the kill secured. But their team is kind of pressured because they had the kite off. Meanwhile, over here, Mechanist versus Mechanist. Look at them pummel each other with their maces. I'm sorry, Mortar. Mortar, yeah. Going for a decap here. I missed the kill on the Tempest here, but yeah, they probably... Well, that's kind of unfortunate, because they were getting good progress on the kill here on the Blues Guardian. But then, eventually, they just survived. You know, not securing kills means you give the enemy team time to come back. So you gotta really pressure those kills. I'm not sure why they didn't go for the Guardian kill there while they were low on cooldowns. Well, they don't know that they're low on cooldowns. They can only assume they are. I can see all their cooldowns. And I guess that's a thing why I feel like Guardian is so strong, is because it's hard for you to know when they're out of cooldowns because they have so much survivability. Like anything where it's very squishy but has a couple cooldowns, like say Dragon Hunter. One reason why Dragon Hunters are actually pretty counterplayable is because all of their cooldowns are so clear. It's like, okay, they use their F3, we know that. And then when they run out of their F3, it's, you know, they have their elite and then another F3, and then you know it's very clear when to focus the Dragon Hunter. But against a Core Guardian, it's like, well, you don't know. You don't know when they're out of shouts. You don't know when they're out of virtues. You can see when their virtues are up, actually, but it's not as clear. And obviously, they're completely different builds, but just a comparison there. You could compare other, more closer comparisons, but yeah, the red is actually coming back here. They're getting a lot of kills on blue, but are they going to get... We've seen them before struggle to get value off of their kills due to rotations, but I mean, when you get 3 kills here, that's pretty good usually. Good knock here as well. I don't know if they're off the node. Yeah, they're not off the node. Unfortunate. But now they're just going to regroup. Blue's regrouping and red's getting the entire map. Yeah, and like Tempest as well. You know when a Tempest is out of cooldowns because you see, okay, they use their Mistform. They use their Conjure Earth Shield. They're out of Earth Attunement. They just use their Invuln. Guardian's just like, support, 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 dead. Oh shit, he's not able to use his, yeah. And I guess if you can't even use your Invuln there, then that's probably an issue too. Well, that's really unfortunate because they just lost their momentum. They gotta regroup on their home node now. They had a really good trip cap, but then they might have been too aggressive on far. They're going for the kill on the Mechanist. Getting the kill on the Mechanist here isn't ideal, but it's the best they can do for now, since, you know, you're not in a good spot. It's like Blue's leaving, probably a good play, so they're not making the same mistake that Red Team made of overcommitting. See here, the support over here has no cooldowns. Well, they do have their virtues. And their heal skill. Gonna prevent this full cap in the last 2 ticks there. That's a good play, I think, because when you get the full cap on mid Legacy, it takes a while to debunk someone who's trying to defend that. But Red is back in this. The team fight's probably going to erupt at mid again. They don't want to overcommit into that 2v1. Red really wants to get the full cap here, but I think at this point they need to maybe give it up because they're going to down here. Do they have the Signet? They do. The Glyph. This 3v3 is going the way of Red Team, I think, at this point. They're playing Fire, right? Yeah, Fire Tempest. Rune of the Flock. So at mid now, they're pressuring the Guardian. They're kind of just leaving the Necro with the Tempest on mid, which is not really good because they want to be with their Tempest. A little bit of a decap here. He has a shift signet though, so it's not going to happen. Meanwhile on mid, it's kind of a reverse where they had to give up a lot of ticks of decap here. But they're going to pressure the Necro off the node. Support is coming in though. They're pretty high on Shroud, so they're not going to give this up anytime soon. They're split from each other. A core Guardian also that is split from their team lacks sustain because of the altruistic healing synergy. So I don't know why Red is not chasing these kills here, but really close to getting the Signet here. They have stability. They might not get it though. They get it. Oh, Red's got 4 and Blue's got 4 here, and the Mechanists are, well, the Mechanists actually died on Red. So yeah, that they gave up a lot of, I think the entire map is lost because their duelist died. Maybe. Red's really close to getting the cap here, but the 1 tick can be really far in a team fight. They don't pressure anything off the node. And look at they've got their duelist now on mid node, preventing the full cap. This is really terrorizing the Red team right now, because now they have to put so much damage just to get this 1 tick. It's not worth it at this point. It's really not worth it. They're 3v1ing it, but they have to. And they don't want to, but they have to. Meanwhile, Blue's just getting the rest of the map. And he's not even going to die. So they're going to give that up, and Mechanist might even survive. That's not good. That's really bad for red team. Even though they get the node finally, look, they've got... This is lockdown. This is even their Mechanist here. So they have decap potential, but they really need to... they need to do that a couple times to get full decap. I don't think... does this build run... It runs Shadow Step, so they could prevent it. Meanwhile, this is probably the most important fight right now. The support for blue team is over here, but not for red team. So this is a very... Well, this is like a very bunkery 2v2 for blue and a very aggressive one for red. And that kind of, I think, is necessary, because at this point... Well, I mean, it is necessary, but it's really unfortunate, because red team wants to be getting kills, but blue has the perfect, you know, players to not die in this specific situation. They do get the down, but it took them quite a while, and meanwhile, on the rest of the map, what is their team doing? I mean, they're dying, so it doesn't end up working out. So it looks like blue's gonna win this one. Yeah, a little bit of unfortunate that the red team, they had a really good snowball on, and then they pushed into far. Maybe they didn't push in together, and then they lost that snowball. And then just blue stalling red, because red has the more, red has the more aggressive comp, right? So blue wants to not die. That's their agenda. And with the Mechanist stalling that 1v3 on mid for a good while, you know, them having the 2v2 there with their two tankiest characters versus the two, you know, DPS characters of red, really stalling them with the kind of like the matchups there. But that is the finals. So there you go. Anyways, since that is the final match, I will be ending the stream, but that was actually 2 hours worth of good content. That was actually not bad. The comps, yeah, so the comps of all the classes that are from End of Dragons, right? We saw Mechanist, obviously, Spectre, those are looking like the two best. Bladesworn was a good duelist choice. I feel like that was actually, Bladesworn is probably top there. So I would say Bladesworn, Mechanist, and Spectre are the top ones. Harbinger saw some play as well, some Vindicator. Didn't see any Catalyst, Virtuoso. Didn't see any Untamed. Willbender. Feels bad. Yeah, so there you go.